I don't know about you, but I love food, especially hamburgers, with their medium rare beef patty, crispy bacon, melted cheese, pickles, a touch of mayo, and a perfectly fresh bun. And what I love as much as food, especially burgers, is movies. And I'm in luck because films and food can be the perfect couple given the right circumstances, that is, the right script. So in today's menu at Madeline Movies, we have 9 very tempting scenes belonging to equally tempting movies, and you're free to try them all. Enjoy! This list could have included a scene from every single movie in Tarantino's filmography. However, I have chosen the one that represents the beginning of a cinematic relationship for the ages. If Tony Scott's direction was the perfect fit for Tarantino's script, Christian Slater and Patricia Arquette were the right choice to play the most passionate and risk-loving couple in movie history. And to think it all started in a movie theater with Alabama spilling some popcorn by accident.
Oh, look what happened. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes, it was a real octopus, and yes, Choi Min-sik ate it for real. In fact, he had to chew off the head of several octopuses until they got the take that made it into Chan Woo Park's masterpiece. As stomach-turning as this scene may be, it flawlessly matches the tone of the movie, which is filled with traumatic revelations that will haunt your dreams after watching it for the first time. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about. Horrible nightmares. If there is a movie genre that calls for scenes involving food, that is romantic comedies. A great example to back this statement up is The Truth About Cats and Dogs, a rom-com in which Janine Garofalo and Uma Thurman swap identities. If you have seen it, you may remember Uma Thurman giving into temptation when Ben Chaplin's character offers her cake that she, as a model, should stay away from. Well, accompanied by Suzanne Vega's caramel, the facial expressions of Uma Thurman throughout the whole thing are award-worthy, and they will make you wish you had some leftover cake in your fridge and somebody to feed it to you. Yes, they go hand in hand. If there is something that can be agreed upon regarding The Departed, is the fact that Scorsese got the best performances out of every actor involved. However, something tells me Matt Damon had the most fun playing an ambitious yet insecure cop ready to do whatever necessary to become big and relevant, including having a phony relationship with a character played by Vera Farmiga. Their first date at a fancy restaurant is the perfect combination of banter and discomfort, and the weird-looking piece of cake they never get to try represents the complexity of what lies ahead. As with their pretend love story, he should have shot the thing down right there and then. You may be surprised, but I am not a big fan of Ratatouille. However, and even if I've seen it only once, there is a scene in the movie that I will never forget. And I think you know which one I'm talking about. The moment the disgruntled food critic tastes that gorgeous-looking ratatouille and goes back to a happier time in his life is proof of the power of both food and cinema, which are capable of bringing back memories you thought were forever lost. Young Frankenstein, aka Young Frankenstein, may be the oldest movie in this list, but its humor is as fresh as can be. Gene Wilder was famous for spoiling too many takes by laughing uncontrollably at the jokes he was a part of. I wonder how many times Mel Brooks had to shout cut before they got this scene right. I know I would have never made it. So kudos to Gene Wilder.
Why, look, you haven't even touched your food.
There. Now I've touched it. Happy?
If this extremely uncomfortable scene hadn't brought about a beautiful date on the ice rink, I would have hated Adrian's brother for all eternity. How dare he throw away a perfectly cooked turkey? But again, we will forgive his short temper and blame it all on the alcohol. After all, it was his tantrum, the one that got Adrian to come out of her shell, making Rocky Balboa the happiest man on earth. The second Scorsese movie to make it into this list is Casino, which will one day have its own video on Madeline Movies. Until then, we can enjoy a little appetizer in the form of the hilarious scene in which Sam 8 Rothstein demands the impossible from a flabbergasted chef.
An equal amount of blueberries in each muffin.
A movie moment you will want to reenact whenever you get a blueberry muffin that is not up to par. Do you remember seeing a milkshake at the end of There Will Be Blood? If you do, that proves the power of figurative language and of a good script and an even better performance. The last few minutes of Paul Thomas Anderson's film made history thanks to an imaginary milkshake that Day-Lewis drank with gusto.
I drink your milkshake.
I wonder what flavor Daniel Plainview would have gone for if he had been really drinking a milkshake in the scene. Chocolatey for sure. And this is how far we get today. Let me know if there is a movie scene you will have included in this list. And don't forget to make any suggestions for future content. Until we see each other again, have fun.